G'day guys, Ninja here with Darcy, our
G'day,
magnificent model. This bloke.
Magnificent model.
Oh, he's bloody magnificent. Look at him.
Oh, look at that, mate. Thanks for that. You make me feel good.
Yeah, and we're going to do his groin.
Oh, please, get in there.
How about that?
Yeah.
But an alternative version of it. So I've known about this sort of stuff. I've been working on this for over 26 years. And when I received some work on this area in my own body, even though it wasn't as good a work as what we do today, I kind of had this deep knowing that it was really important, that this thing was old in me and it had been holding me back. And once I had it worked on, just the movement through my pelvis, but also my lower back pain relieved and things like that as well. So I kind of knew there was something about it. So we're going to have our chat. We're going to do a bit of our podcast, Darcy Ninja's podcast, but I'm going to show you some of the ways that you can access these Adductor magnus, the big fella in there, but also under gracilis and kind of that region. But mostly it's Adductor magnus that is the main
culprit.
Yeah, and the main player in this pelvis, because it is a massive muscle. Kind of we've been doing a few workshops on this muscle in recent times, and when you kind of look on the app, just at the muscle and where it joins on, just how big it is. Yeah. So you can and all the different things it can do, like, you know, I don't know what they're called, adduction and
so the joint actions, So it helps flex the hip, adduct the hip. It even assists in extension of the hip, and I think, flex, abduct, extend, and it'll help with a little bit of like help with the hamstrings as well, bending of the knee potentially. But I have to check that last one. Actually, I'm not too sure. But there's so many different actions. You know, it's more than just an adductor, as we know it as. Oh, Ninja's got great connection there. Oh.
You have to do our course if you want to learn how to do this, the intricacies of it, because there is a bit in it. Just watching it, you don't really fully grasp what we're doing.
Can't give too much away, really.
Can't give too much away, because that's what we do for our course. But have a look at it. Yep. And we're going to have a chat today. Yeah. So the topic was, because we're into longevity and biohacks and things like that, but what we're saying today, all the biohacks that you see, you know, the sunlight and girthing and diet and things like that, they're meaningless if you don't have these two things. So the topic is purpose and community and connection. So, so I'll get the ball rolling. So I just sort of know that, you know, if you don't have any purpose in your life, you know, and you don't have people to share, you know, things with in life, there's no meaning behind it. There's no reason for you to do all the hacks, no reason for you to be healthy, reason for you to exist, really. So you kind of want to find out who you authentically are so that you can be authentic. You know, and live it out, you know what I mean, and have the experiences that you're put on this planet to have. You know, so be you. So you got to work on, you know, have a look in the mirror. So we kind of do the values determination, which is the DeMartini. So I got DeMartini and Zach Bush is where I got these two concepts from. So DeMartini, he does a values determination. So it's 13 questions that you ask of yourself, and it's what you're demonstrating in life right this very moment. So what are you spending your money on? What are you thinking about? What are you talking about with people? Where you spend your time, things like that. So, and that reveals what is important to you, because you make time to think for the things that are important to you. So you kind of get a list, and then you kind of break it down into the main things. So it might be family and finance and health, or whatever it might be, and then you can kind of have a bit of a list, you know, of what you're currently doing. So you might think that family is priority, but you're not doing anything with your family, so it isn't really real. So it's more about what you do and what you think and things like that, rather than what you say. You know what I mean? So,
what are you exemplifying?
Yeah. So and figuring that out and kind of having a higher purpose. So so DeMartini talks about telos. The word telos is the end in mind. Okay. So where are you going to? What are you striving to do? What kind of cause are you doing? What work are you doing? What family you want to kind of build and generate and things like that. So that's the end in mind. And he talks about in our genes, there's a thing called telomeres. Okay, so telomeres, when you're authentic, they kind of light up. It's like the villi in our gut and stuff. They light up when there's things that are exciting them, the electric type of thing. So when you're telomeres, when you're doing things authentically, you're doing what you're, in alignment with your purpose, your telomeres light up, they lengthen, so you live longer. So when you're kind of doing stuff that you're kind of not enjoying, you're fucking hating, things like that, they fucking shrivel up. They're saying, I fucking don't want to be here, type of thing. So they kind of shrivel up and your lifespan is shorter. So that's on a physiological level. So you kind of, your body and mind are connected. So they kind of know if you're kind of doing something that is lighting you up, you're in the zone, you're on purpose, type like that. So, so that's sort of one of my thoughts about longevity. Find out what your purpose is and fucking do it. Do things that are in alignment with why you're here on this planet, and you're going to live longer. So it doesn't matter if you're eating fucking takeaway and all that kind of stuff, if you're fucking on purpose. I've heard the board meetings are some of the best board meetings, biggest companies in the world. They're drinking Coke and Maccas.
And eating lollies and sugar, yep.
They're inspired. They're doing what they want to do.
Yeah.
So their telomeres are going, woo, and they just want to be here, so they live.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So loneliness is the biggest epidemic on the planet, apparently, if you're, so if you kind of, you're not doing your purpose, you're not doing it with community, family and friends, you're not sharing your experiences, it's why you're here.
Yeah. So. It's all energy, isn't it, man? Like it's all electricity. And I guess when you're vibing off somebody and when you're all have a similar interest or a similar alignment in your values or your hierarchy of your values or your purpose. I guess that's what that study showed, that the people that were in that boardroom or in that meeting room, they're all working towards the one end goal. Yeah. I'm not saying that they all have the same values or the same purpose, but they all valued whatever it is that they were out there to achieve. Maybe it was coming up with a new system for their company that was going to improve the health of humans or whatever. I don't know what they're talking about there, but yeah, I guess what's really cool about what Ninja's talking about is if you're not sure, if you're uncertain, if you're feeling a little bit lost or insecure or lonely, figure out the hierarchy of your values and it'll help you get clear on what your purpose is. Because if somebody was to come to you now and ask you what is your purpose, that might frighten you. That might not frighten you. That might put you off guard because you might be not too sure, or you say something that you think is the right answer. It's not really the authentic self coming out, and that's fine because there's a lot of people out there, and myself being that. Until you've done some deeper work and done the DeMartini hierarchy of your values, you've understood where you are the most reliable, where you are the most disciplined, and where you are focused. You living in La La Land. You're living in a world that's not true, and until you get clear on this. So we encourage you to jump on DeMartini's website and find that hierarchy of the values and figure that out, because it's and sometimes it'll take you a few goes at it as well. You need to do it consecutively in a few weeks. Where are you spending your money? How are you filling your time? What are you surrounding yourself with? And you might answer the questions in a way that you're telling yourself the truths, but you might need to do it a few times to go deeper and actually do it properly. Because I think sometimes we're looking for approval of the society and we're not actually authentically answering them as who we are. And that's why there's a lot of lost people out there. We're looking for validation and inclusiveness and all these types of things. And sometimes we're fearful of being vulnerable and showing who we truly are because we're not going to be accepted for that authentic self.
Yeah.
Fuck that, There's so many people out there that are probably feeling the same. And when you are living in your highest authenticity, you are sending out this electronic energetic currency that is appealing and attractive to other people that are real. And that's what makes this longevity thing so amazing, is be the true version of you.
Yeah, the people that vibe you,
Yeah.
they're going to find you, aren't you?
Yeah.
But when you're fake, you're kind of living because of society norms or programming, whether it's from teaching, from schooling or government or religions and things like that. They're trying to make everyone be good little people and behave and things like that, but it might not be what you're on the planet to do.
Yeah.
And so you kind of, Gabor Mate, he talks about attachment and authenticity. So when we kind of in a group of people or a family or work or whatever, we kind of conform, so we stay attached and we stay safe. But when you're kind of authentic, you risk losing that attachment, lose the job, or lose the family, or lose the relationship, whatever it might be. So, but the good thing about being authentic is you're going to find people that your vibe attracts your tribe, type of thing. So you're kind of going to find people that genuinely dig you, want to be with you, because not everybody in the world is going to vibe you.
Yeah.
It's just impossible. Oh, there's a dinosaur across the road.
Oh, yes.
Can you see it? Have a look.
Oh, wow.
There is a dinosaur. Fuck, I didn't think dinosaurs were real until now. I just saw a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I've got a 3-year-old and she loves dinosaurs.
She would love that, wouldn't she?
Yeah. And I'm saying, I don't think dinosaurs are real. And she's with me and she was talking to her sister, think, yeah, dinosaurs were real. And mum says dinosaurs are real. And I'm saying, nah, dinosaurs weren't real. And she's with me, yeah, dinosaurs weren't real, but Tyrannosaurus Rexes were real. Yeah.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah, so she's 3. So yeah, little Florence, g'day little Florence.
Maybe she'll watch this one day.
One day.
Yeah, I think it's something that takes a really mature person to be able to accept that you're not going to be liked by everybody, and maybe you won't find that out until you're later in your life, in your 30s. I've only just turned 30 and I'm still figuring it out. We're all still figuring it out, but the more you start to shed those layers and clear out the insecurities of losing some groups of friendships or communities, and go, well, really, you just need a couple of good mates, just one or two, and your life's going to be better and you're going to live longer. Or pick that one really good relationship, that one partner. How important it is. I've been a lot of my algorithm at the moment on my YouTube, Instagram and stuff is about the most important relationship that you can pick is your partner. That your wife or your husband, or if you don't marry them, just that soulmate or whoever it is, because they're the person that sees your highs and your lows and everything in between. And if they don't accept you for who you are, it can be quite damaging to your soul and your peace. So I think it's important to find a community of good people, but it's also really important to be in a really healthy relationship, and hopefully that you are in one and you found yours, or you're still looking, but don't fall for anything that isn't amazing. And they take a lot of work, and we compromise and we butt heads, and but I think if you're in love with somebody at least 85% and the other 15%, that's pretty normal. Or 80-20, like there's 20% of them that really frustrate me and irritate me, and that's fucking
where the growth is too.
That's where the growth is. It's probably a reflection, isn't it,
reflection
of what you're projecting.
Projection is reflection, what you're not owning in yourself. But then that brings up another one. Gary Brecher saw his one of his latest things was talking about skin-on-skin contact.
Oh yeah.
And just sort of how important that is, because I remember like studies from the 1940s when Hitler was around and stuff. I don't know if he was responsible or whatever, but what they were doing with babies, they'd give them all the nourishment, all the warmth they needed, but they didn't hold them. Okay, every single one of these babies died because they weren't receiving the love and the connection from their mum. That they were needing. They weren't breastfed; they were just fed. Bottle fed, just showing how important human touch is. So Gary was talking about you know, just spooning, cuddling, kissing,
holding hands,
touching
one another. Yep.
You know, that connection is another longevity thing
tool
as well. So that's part of that connection and community thing we're talking about as well. So, yeah, so that's what we're probably encouraging you to do. Find that really good, you know, intimate relationship. You know, I think that's what we're all programmed to do. We all want it.
Yeah.
Don't
we're not meant to be alone.
Nah, not over the computer doesn't cut it.
Yeah.
You know, when it's got a physical connection.
Yeah.
Find your purpose and you're going to live longer.
Enjoy the experiences in life that you love doing with somebody else, and it'll just light you up, you know. How good's getting to the top of the mountain and seeing that view? Yeah, it's incredible if you did that and achieved that on your own, but imagine somebody that's sitting next to you and they're just as amazed. Yeah. How much does looking across at that person or your friend or your buddy or whoever, and you're both having the best time ever, and, you know, whatever it might be. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You bond over that, don't you?
Bond.
It's lifelong.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a real level of human connection in that that's just, it's hard, it's unexplainable. It's love, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, it doesn't have to be a boyfriend or a girlfriend. It can be a buddy. It can be your sibling. It can be somebody. Just shared experiences are always the best. And yeah. Cool.
Hug your mates.
Hug your mates.
Yeah.
Open up to one another, you know, share experience, be vulnerable, because sometimes that's a really good way of letting somebody in, letting them know how you're doing and what's real for you and what's alive, you know. Sometimes a deeper conversation is a hallway. It's letting somebody in. It's opening doors to a deeper connection that they were searching for and you were searching for, you know. It takes two to tango. So don't hold it all in. Let it out. Have a convo. Deeper meaning.
Yeah.
Cool. My groin's feeling good.
Yeah. Masterclass. Not telling the secret, so just watch.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Make sure if you are interested in getting upskilling in your bodywork or want to get out of the life, the job or whatever that you're doing at the moment, do the course. Yeah. Become a master bodyworker and join our tribe. Yeah.
But one of our little goals is we want the four of us, the Fab Four, the Beatles, going to get on the road one day and take this around the world a bit. So at the moment, we've got our online program and the 2-day and the 5-day workshops that we do. But we'd love to, in Melbourne here, but we'd love to go to the Gold Coast, to Bali, to Thailand and to the States, maybe a bit around Europe.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
But yeah, it's up to you guys to help us make that a reality, you know, just by supporting us and doing the courses now. Because if you do the online courses, we might end up over in the States and run some workshops. Yep. You have Darcy, Jace, Aaron and myself all teaching you how to get it done. So,
yeah, we appreciate it. And make sure you do like, subscribe, head to our Patreon for more exclusive content or click the links below and check out our courses. We really appreciate it. We love you all and we'll see you tomorrow.
Done.